Shalom, friends. If you look closely at the narrative arc of the Torah, you will notice a profound and unsettling shift in atmosphere from the book of Shemot and the book of Bamidbar. On the surface, the two books look identical. In both books, Bnei Israel travel through the desert, all the while complaining. Yet the emotional landscape could not be more different. Rabbi Sacks of blessed memory captured this shift in a striking phrase. He wrote, "The mood of Bamidbar is palpably darker than it is in Shemot. The rebellions are more serious, Moshe's leadership is more hesitant. We see him giving way at times to anger and despair." Why is Bamidbar so much darker? The answer lies in the nature of the journey. In Shemot, Bnei Israel are casting off the shackles of slavery. Rabbi Sacks explains that when you are running away from a crisis, adrenaline kicks in. Survival instincts unite us. But Bamidbar is not a journey from, it's a journey to. It's a journey toward a destination, the Promised Land. And while it takes immense courage to flee a tyrant, it takes a completely different type of psychological stamina to build a future, to take responsibility, and to govern yourself. As Rabbi Sacks famously summarized, it took God one day to take the Israelites out of Egypt, but it took 40 years to take Egypt out of the Israelites. This darkness reaches a terrifying breaking point in Parashat Beha'alotecha. The people begin to weep. They want meat. They long for the fish, the cucumbers, and the garlic of Egypt. They express utter disgust for the miraculous manna. We have seen them complain before, but this time something snaps inside Moshe. He turns to Hashem in agonizing isolation and says, "Why have you brought this trouble on your servant? Did I conceive all these people? Did I give birth to them? Why do you tell me to carry them in my arms as a nurse carries an infant? I cannot carry all these people by myself. The burden is too heavy for me. If this is how you are going to treat me, put me to death right now." Why does this specific complaint break the greatest leader in Jewish history? Because Moshe suddenly realizes a devastating truth. Miracles do not change human nature. Spiritual highs are temporary. The people he freed were still trapped in a slave mentality. They didn't want a prophet to lead them into a land of adult responsibility. They wanted a nursemaid to feed them without demanding growth. Moshe realized that the more he did for them, the more dependent and resentful they became. He was entirely alone, crushed by the psychological weight of a nation. The Torah does not hide this darkness, and that is its greatest gift. It shows us that even our greatest heroes face moments of absolute despair when the inspiration fades and the exhausting, unglamorous work of daily life sets in. But notice how God cures Moshe's breakdown. He does not perform a grand miracle. He tells Moshe to gather 70 elders to stand with him and to share the burden. We cannot navigate the dark, difficult wilderness of life alone. True growth doesn't happen in the miraculous thunder of Mount Sinai. It happens in the messy day-to-day details of building a community together. When the burden becomes too heavy to carry, the answer is not to give up, but to reach out, share the weight, and walk forward together. Shabbat Shalom.